At the end of 2020, I had about $500 to my name. I used $400 of it to buy a Ford Aerostar, and with less than $100 in my pocket, I started the business that would become Jimmy Riggs LLC. After many upgrades, by July of 2023, I had financed 2 late model commercial trucks, purchased multiple trailers, and I was set to complete 2 major shipments totaling over $27,000 in payouts just in the coming 4 weeks. Then, the FMCSA placed my business out of service. It took over 7 months of phone calls to figure out what had happened.
Yeah.
But it just seems like that we done a mistake on the name, so we corrected it, and then whenever we corrected it, your insurance was removed again because it was technically, I guess, another name change in our system.
Okay.
That's just how the system takes it. So even though it was just a mistake on our end, it was technically another name change in the system.
7 months without operating authority took a toll on my LLC that I was not able to recover from. By December of 2024, I had lost or sold everything that I had worked to build in the previous 4 years. I was $4,000 behind on payments for the one remaining vehicle that I had, and I had only $1,300 left to my name. Rather than watch it dwindle away, paying for a commercial vehicle that I knew I could not pay for, I decided to start over. I bought an $800 van, and I kept the remaining $500 in cash to start a brand new business. 4 years after I first imagined it, Send It Delivery Co. was born. My goal was to stay focused and rebuild in 3 months. It's been 1 month since I started my new business. I've driven over 12,000 miles in 28 states, and I've completed 26 total deliveries. My revenue increased so quickly that I decided to reclaim my LLC, taking on both its debts and assets, and I have since lowered the overdue balance on the F-150 while simultaneously making progress with other business debts and growing my operating capital from $500 to approximately $3,250. The first time I started a transportation business with just an old van and a handful of bills, it took me about 25 months to gain commercial operating authority. This time, I was financially ready after just 3 weeks. But when I input my information into the FMCSA's system, they rejected the address. I live in a cabin in the woods at a nonprofit camp where I also teach seasonally. My address is recognized by the U.S. Postal Service, and I get mail here every day. As I considered this situation, an idea formed in my mind. I am required to have an operating authority to be paid to do large transports. What if I wasn't paid? I can do all the transports I want if I'm not paid. What if I focused on other income sources such as YouTube? And in full disclosure, my channel is not yet monetized at the time of making this video. And what if I asked my prospective customers to make a donation to a worthy charity rather than paying me? At the end of the day, I would like to do transports in exchange for payment. It is simpler, and in my opinion, it should be just that simple and easy. While I love the idea of helping to work towards a world in which people have food security and safe, dignified housing, I don't like that my proposition feels like a workaround to a system that really shouldn't need one. While I'm not sure how I will approach the next phase of my business operations, I am thankful for the reflection that this has forced me to do. Do I want to provide free transports while focusing on charitable donations and a YouTube channel? If so, why? To be a hero? For the adventure? To genuinely love and help others? All of the above? If I work through this setback and I'm able to be paid directly for the transports I do, how will I use the money? To buy fast cars and live large like I often fantasize of doing? To prove something to the people who have hurt me in life, aiming to be a rich, cool success who forgets to be human? Or will I prioritize loving and caring for those I know need it and anyone still ahead on my path? Life is short, and that's one reason I wanted my progress to take weeks, not years. But I still want to go slow enough to remember what is really important along the way.